Good morning. I was planning to make this so longer ago, but I had some projects I started working on that I probably should not have worked on earlier. It's like I'm not saying I regret them. I'm just saying like it took longer than it needed to be, and I've been postponing this for a long time, and so I really hope that like I can just get through this. Back in like January, that's how long ago this was. So back in January, I went to Beauford, or I've been told there's two different names for it. I think I'm pronouncing it right, Beauford. It's in North Carolina, and what it is it was known for it being the location where Blackbeard stayed at. So if you see in this vlog, there's a bunch of pirate-themed pictures or museums or things like that. It's mainly because even though a lot of people are aware that it's not, it's still a fun place to stop by at. And so I was going to make a vlog back in like January or something with that, but then we actually went on another trip. And we went to Bishopville, which I'm looking this up, and I'm looking it up with it's in South Carolina. I wasn't sure if it was North Carolina or South Carolina, but yeah, Bishopville is this like small town that's near where we live, and so I decided, like, I think this is back in either May or June, I don't remember. I know we stayed for a couple of days at each location, and I took a good bit of pictures, so that's what I'm going to be presenting to you guys today. All right, well, and also, this might take a little while, so I might as well like grab some snacks or go to the restroom or like whatever you do before you watch this, because this might take a little bit. Okay, so to start off with, let's see, what's the best thing to start off with? Okay, oh yeah, this place. All right, so there was this place. It was a grocery store. It's actually called the Beauford grocery store, and we went here late at night. We actually saw a museum, or not a museum, I don't know what you call it. It's an aquarium, but it's also like it's that zoo where it's like the aquatic life, but then there's a lot of reptiles, if that makes sense. We went there. I'm just gonna start off with that first. I had that first. I was gonna use that as like a montage of some kind, but nah, this will be better. All right, so yeah, fish, owl, tortoise. I have a bunch of like gators and tortoises and a small derp-looking seahorse. Let's see, the alligator fish-looking thingy, and there's some hermit crabs, some sea pancake rays. I think sea pancakes. Let's see, skeleton of a turtle, a frowning fish, a shark trying to mind its own business. Let's see, the purple fish from Finding Nemo that was germophobic. Let's see, another shark. And this right here was a what was it? I think it was like a U.S. submarine, and it sunk. And so somehow or another, they got a tank big enough to hold this thing. And so I'm pretty sure it might have been in the sea, and they took it to the aquarium, or maybe like I don't think they obviously didn't build like this aquarium place around it. Okay, and this was not a real eagle. This was just a picture I found. I thought it looked funny. Snake. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, and this is what I was talking about. So we went to that the other day, and I think we stopped for like lunch or something. We stayed at an inn. We stayed at this place for a couple days. I want to say it was 3 days. And so what we did was we went to this place. Even though it says it's a grocery store, really it's not. It was, but it's not now. So what it was is this was originally a grocery store, but they made it into a restaurant. But I think they kept the name because it's just simple. And so these are some of the pictures inside it. For a place like Beauford, where it has all these shops and everything, they had a lot of shops, like a bunch of there's like some art shops and a bunch of stuff. All right, so yeah, that we had and so it was a very simple architecture. It looks like a good shack, as you can see here. It's like a really simple shack. They got some just some nice tablecloths, some really nice setups here. And hey, look there, there's me mom, there's my mama. And so this was she was taking a picture. This was, I think, at her table, and this was their wine not wine cellar. Like, it wasn't like a whole cellar room. It was I never can figure out what they call it. It's those rack. Isn't it a wine rack? It's where it's like you hold the wine, like the shelves that hold wine. Yeah, I think so, maybe. So yes, she's taking a picture there, and this, oh man, guys, if you ever go to Beaufort, go to this place, because this place is good. It brought like, and you should try it. So, oh yeah, looking at that soup, yeah, yeah, they had a good beef broth soup. I think that's what it was. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, and this I don't know what to describe their food as, because like their food is so dang good. Because like I remember like their food is really good, and it's I think like my plate in front of me is like a steak with some onion. Um, what is it? The what? How do you say it? It's like I think it's like the onion's gone. It's like the onion shells. You'll normally see them like in burgers a lot of times. Had that. I had a few other toppings. I think my mother got some scallions, and my grandmother's is that third person with us. Yeah, my grandmother went with us, and she I think she got, I don't remember what she got. Anyway, okay. You might see some aspect ratio changes at here at a few times. Okay, and so this was a church. So there was this thing we did at night. This was, I want to say this was um I think this was our first night, like after we went to go eat, if I'm not mistaken. As I said, this was like I think back in like the middle of January, early February, and so yeah, so this was a church, and what this was, it was a ghost tour. So since it was since there was a few pirate stuff, there was this pirate ghost tour thing you could have where there was this guy that dressed as a pirate, and they would tell you ghost stories. And I forget what some of them were, but I remember this one. I'm pretty sure this one was, I think it was like a story of um, like a pirate who was had like anger issues, and he saw like a woman they loved, and they got like engaged. So he went out to sea, and in like this church area or something, like he saw her dancing with someone else, and he killed him in a duel. And it was later figured out that was her brother. I forget if that's the story, but anyway. Okay, and this was a dark story. This was actually a real life cemetery there. It was actually a cool looking cemetery. And yeah, that's actually a child's grave. But what it was like, I think it was like the bubonic plague. Like it got to like a little girl on a ship or something, and it was taken back to America, and she yeah. Okay, and then here's some trees. I like to see some trees. Okay, that's just a drugstore. I don't know why I took a picture of that, but that's a good little old-fashioned sign. All right, and this was a museum store. This was actually really interesting to look at because it showed you a lot of old weapons and old things. Like there's a big shell. I don't know why I took a picture of that, but there you go. A model ship, a thing on Queen Anne. Yeah, you know, she was alive during that time. And okay, I completely forgot what this was. Um, okay. I think that's just. I think a lot of these pictures are gonna be like random antiques. Oh yeah, and then that. Oh yeah. I honestly I wouldn't mind getting a flintlock pistol, but I think that's what this is over here, in like the red area over there. And but yeah, these are like all the like anyone who had like pirate ships during that time. These were some of the weapons they would commonly use. Oh yeah, there's some old-fashioned cannons. Library. Yeah, that's a big library, I can tell you that. Okay. And I think this was still in the museum, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was like, I think there's like a bunch of nets and everything. Okay, and then this I'm pretty. Oh wait no, that was their gift shop. Never mind, sorry. Yeah, and so this next one I think is more stuff on their gift shop. Okay, I think that's just like simulation of their boats and things. Okay, okay, I don't know why I took a picture of that. That was like a shark puppet. Okay, and these are like pirate coins you can get. I actually have two at the moment. I don't know where the other one is. I think it's in my room somewhere, but I conveniently do have one of them out. It's just like it's not worth. I don't think it's really worth anything. It's just like a collectible you can get. You see it? And I got a gold one somewhere, but yeah, those are cool looking ones. Okay, and then we got Jack's live action cutout of Johnny Depp. Okay, beach photo. All right, and then anyone who is familiar with war will know what this is. This is Fort Mason. This was that I would probably try to explain the history, but it would take a long time. If you want me to make a video essay on Fort Mason, I actually can. Okay, look at there. So there's cannons guarding it. There's the entrance. A closer view of the entrance. I think these are bullet holes in the wall. There's some supplies closet, mortars, and like the inside of it. Okay, that was I think a waiting area. There's a mountain of cannonballs. Okay, and that's the very top of it. Yeah, if you fell down there, that would probably not be pretty. Okay, and then there's like I think the live artillery. Like there's like any like enemy warships coming. then you can shoot the cannons there. Okay, and then this was I think this was just like a layout of it's because there's like this little display, this little glass display like that takes up most of the picture. It was like a thing of Fort Mason. Okay, that's how small their jail was. Okay, and then there's like a secret passageway going in here. I don't think it really led to anything. And these are some tools and old pieces they found. There's an empty well. Okay, these are not real people, but these are like a simulation of like what it'd be like. Like it was a No, I don't know if it's cardboard. It's like I think it's mannequins or something. But yeah, it was like there was these people that looked like them, and they were like in the bunk bed showing you how it was. This is cool right here. If I'm looking at it right, I'm pretty sure this I took was a picture of a cannonball, like a broken cannonball, like when it hits something, how it impacts. Also, I'm sorry if my voice is not lining up with it. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I just realized that I'm running at like barely any frames per second. Okay, there we go. I think my autofocus fixed that. All right. Anyway, so okay, these were like the the helmet and a bunch of the guns. Yes, they had guns. Okay, once again, I don't know why I took a picture of that, but there's a good view of the water. This is like there was I think a dock where we were. All right, and then these next few pictures. This was on our last day there. I want to say it was like our last day, and this was like in the morning before we left. We went on this tour of like old houses at around that time. Okay, so this was John C. Mason's house. It was like this is a house from 1825. Okay, and then got a bunch of pictures. You got a small table. You got some thin walls. I don't know why I took a picture of that either. Man, could you look at their teapots? I wonder, does anybody have any old teapots like this? So these are cool looking. All right, and then there's a mantle. I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that is where they store their silverware at. And there's an old sword. Okay, I think this was just just wine glasses. That's it. All right, and then I don't remember what that was. I think that was like mail. Like there was some stuff. Sorry, I completely forgot. I should have made this back when we did the trip, but I think I don't remember what I was doing in January. I really don't. My mind does not remember stuff from long ago half the time. But of what I do know is like I should have done this in February. For some stupid reason though, I was postponing this vlog. There's a view of the whole room. Another mantle. This is I think that was like a Bible. That was like a big thick book. Okay, and if I'm looking at this right, I think that was I'm pretty sure that was where you store valuables. There's an old clock. This is how big the dining room table was. This is like I think a little girl's room. Oh yeah, and then this right here was a courtroom. Now this is like a small old courtroom right near the place. And I'm pretty sure this was also a part of the courtroom where it's like I think it's like an interrogation area. Okay, and then I don't know if this is in another. I think this was in another house. And yeah, so wait no, this is the prison. Sorry. Yeah, so that was I think like the main area of the prison, and then this was the opening to prison door. Let's see. There's I think like one of the only windows you could see outside. There's a bed, area with hay. All right, and then I think people sleep on the hay. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that picture. So then this was a medical area. This is like where people would that's where people would come for like medicines, and so all of this was like old medicines they'd use. And look at that wooden wheelchair. Oh man, yeah, aren't you kind of glad we got the new metal ones now? And this was their office area. This was a bunch of other stuff they would use. I think this is like all their supplies, like tweezers and needles, all the different stuff doctors would use. Okay, and then that it's kind of obvious what this is. It's an eye test chart, but instead of like letters, you'll see. I think they probably use shapes, probably because those are more less easy to distinguish, I guess. And I think we just evolved to know what's better. Okay, and then this. Okay, that's just another view of the desk. I think I just want to see the desk. Okay, and then this is not really related to the actual Beaufort trip, but this is I just wanted to take a picture of this. I've never seen this in a place besides Beaufort. But look at the traffic lights. It's literally to the side. Oh, and if you thought that was weird, so the green's right there, but then when you look at the red lights, it takes up twice the spotlight shape. It takes twice its traffic light shape. It's so weird. That's not how traffic lights are supposed to work. At least back here in South Carolina. But okay, so that was basically the Beaufort trip. I actually do have a few other I think I do have a few other pictures of Beaufort, but I think those were like the ones that I really liked. Wait a minute. Actually, hold on. I think I actually do have a few backup pictures. Hold on a second. This might take a moment. I'll be right back. All right, so that's actually all the ones I took. I thought I got like emailed a few other ones. It might have not been for Beaufort. It might have been for something else. Yeah, I think it was for something else. Sorry. Yeah, I do remember. Oh, I know this was in Bishopville. Hold on. So, oh yeah, speaking of Bishopville, so that's all the pictures from Beaufort, and now we will go to Bishopville. Okay, so I feel like there are a few that I might have forgotten to put in for Bishopville, because there's like one or two pictures with a yeah, we actually saw a Yogi Bear restaurant. I thought I took a picture of it. I must have not have. But dang, that sucks. I remember there was a picture I took. It was because I think it was in Beaufort. Hold on, just nurse. All right, so apparently, like I thought I got emailed a few pictures, but no, I think it was for another trip I already did, or I'm planning to do. I don't know. But anyway, so anyway about that. So yeah, so I remember that I was also looking at my Bishopville pictures, which is the one I'm about to show you guys. It seems like we went by a Yogi Bear honey fried chicken place. We didn't order anything. But it was like the last standing one. If I can find a picture on Google, or if I can find the picture, I will put it like right here. And okay, so but anyway, so let's start with stuff. Oh, okay. So let's start with where is it? Oh yeah. So this was like one of the first things we went to Bishopville. We also stayed a few days here too. Something fell. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, we spent a little while here. I don't think that we spent the night. I mean, we might have. Yeah, we might have not, because actually I think I do remember we did spend the night. See, time flies for me, and this is only like 2 hours away, and like we could have probably. Yeah, wait, no, we would have had. Wait, no, wait, we left in like the afternoon, so we would have had to spend the night. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Okay, so this right here is the South Carolina Button Museum, and okay, so this picture right here, just if you can read it, it's like the whole history of it, and inside, literally everything here was made of buttons. Like this car's made of buttons. His coffin was, because Rip the Button King, he is no longer with us. There's another car made of with buttons. Toilet with buttons. Close up with toilet made of buttons. Piano with buttons. Clock with buttons. Seriously, all these different things made buttons. And there's me. There's my grandmother and my mom. Took a picture of them with the car. Let's see, jacket. All right, and this place is completely different. But what this place is, I think I have a picture in my gallery somewhere of exactly what this place was. But I'm pretty sure of what this place was. It was pretty much. I'll just have to find the picture. But what it was supposed to be was. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. Help me. Okay, so I'll see if I can put it up here. If I can find the picture of, if I took a picture of what this place was called. But it was a tapestry. Not, why am I saying tapestry? So it was this garden contest someone went into where, you trim the gardens up and like make, hedge designs. And so these are all the designs this man made. This man made a bunch of stuff. Okay, and then if you look at this one, he actually wrote stuff into the grass, and it's very hard to see what it says. So we figured out what it said, and I saved one of the pictures of it, and I wrote a crappy little art note on it, which is the first one's love, then peace, and goodwill. we try tracing stuff on a phone. It's not easy. And okay, that's another hedge one. 165. I think that was like part of the address. And there's a decorated tree he had. That was like a decorated pole with some more stuff. That was another pole. All right, and then this place was called Harry and Harry 2, and it just had like a bunch of old pictures, old stuff. And here's the Lizard Man. Yeah, you hear about Bigfoot is in the wild, the Yeti is in the mountains, and there's also a Loch Ness monster in the sea, and here's the Lizard Man just walking around somewhere. So yeah, if you ever go to Bishopville, look out for Lizard Man, artwork of Lizard Man. I don't remember what that was. There's another thing on Lizard Man. Apparently Cartoon Network made an action figure of Lizard Man at one time. So yeah, there's just a lot of different posters. Oh yeah, and here's the best, most convenient door. So it's a door you can go through, and yet it doesn't have any dang walls. Yeah, it's just like you can just walk right through it. All right, and then this. Okay, so then like that was really the majority of the trip. But then this like these places, if you know what Art Fields is, it's it's an art competition you can go get in. And regarding this trip, previously I actually went to Art Field and I got into it, and basically that's what it was like I made an art piece and and I was like the only one in my class that actually could get into it. And so yeah, there was like a hotel, and there was like all these weird stuff. Like there's the cigarette sheet, for example. Again, then there's just it's just like a lot of cool little designs. There's like I think that's like a badger made of something, and there's some around that place. There's like plates with bushes, and it was a really good trip. I mean, these like all pretty much all the pictures in my camera roll that I have. I might add more if I can find more to this, like while I'm editing it. And then to end it all off, family of ducks. There you go. Whew. All right. Oh yeah, and also with Art Field, when I say I got something in, I'll put something like right up. I have to get used to this camera still. Right here, I'll put up the picture that got in Art Fields. You can actually look it up on Google. It's on Google. All right, and so I might add a few other pictures at different times at random in this video. I think that's all the ones I actually have. Anyway, I'm Complex Live, and this was a vlog. I don't know what to call this. I'm probably going to call it just like a very interesting vlog or something like that. All right. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.